morning everyone, I'm John. Today I'm going to introduce myself to everyone. As you all might know already, I'm a happy, talkative, and sometimes humorous person. I'm a person who enjoys making friends with everyone. However, I'm not the person that I'm now when I was born. I was rather a shy person. But because of something that has happened to me before, that I finally decided to have a major change in my personality. Okay, when I was in the elementary school, I was a shy person who don't really talk a lot, who doesn't really talk. But I was eager to make friends with people, but doesn't really know how. And so I sit there waiting for people to come to me to make friends with me. But some people did, but not many, so I only have a few friends. But by that time, I was fat. I was really fat and poor at sports. So a lot of mean kids would make fun of me and say mean words to me like, "Hey John, you're fat," or saying things like, "Hey John, no girls will like you," or stuff like that. And I would get really angry and say, "No, you are stupid, you're an idiot." And that would make sound like, and people would really hate me, and I would really hate the other people. So I was not a popular person in the class. And but I really wanted to be a cool person, like people would know me and say, "Hey John, can I be your friend?" and be a popular kid in school. But I failed. Okay, and by the time I went to the 5th grade, my family and I went to Belgium because my dad has to work there, and I went to an American school. And by that time, I was still a shy and introverted person who doesn't know how to make friends with others. So I was still there sitting there waiting for people to come to me. And still a few did, but not many. So I didn't have a lot of friends. And at first, like a lot of American kids, like they like to bully around the foreigners, and they would say, "Hey, you Asians are fat," or like, "Your eyes are so little like this." And I'll get so angry and say, "No, you black people, stop messing with us." And say mean stuff like, "You niggers," or something like that. And they'll be like, "Oh, you say the word," and like they would really like hate me a lot, and I would hate them, like what I did in the elementary school. But then I realized that this is not what I wanted. I want to be a kid that people who likes and a kid that has a lot of friends. So I begin to think, what can I do to improve myself? So I think of the people who are popular in the school, and there are two kinds of people. One is that they are very like tall and handsome and are really cool, and people will like come near him and like, "Can I be your friends?" and stuff like that. And I realized that I'm not that kind of person. So I began to like think of the second type, who is a funny one or like to say a lot of jokes so people like him. So I try to think of like, what can I do to be funny? So the next time people come make fun of me, I'll say a joke back, which does not make the person feels bad, but feels funny. And slowly people begins to like me, and I would start making a lot of friends. Right. And by the time I went back to Taiwan, I made a lot of friends, and I was somehow a little bit popular because a lot of kids will come to me and say, "Hey John, can I be your friend?" Or say things like, "Hey John, can you teach me how to be as cool as you are?" Stuff like that. But actually, I wasn't that cool. I was just funny. Okay. Anyway, when I come back to Taiwan, I continue working hard on making myself as a person who would like to be friends with. and till now. Okay, and then I know there are a lot of people that are just like me when I was young. They're friendly but shy, and they're eager to make friends but they don't know how to. So they waited for people to come speak to them. But sometimes other people are not that extroverted or friendly that will always come to you. So those people usually do not have many friends. As a person who has experienced the same thing, I would like to give those people an advice.